Hello, you gorgeous godly thing. If you don't know me, my name is Shara. Just a woman on planet Earth, walking a journey to self, to soul, to the embodiment of divinity. And I share that path with you because that's where I'm called. This is Ramblin Woodwitch. Today, I want to talk about the spaces and the people that will preach spirituality from a skewed ego lens. Now, I want to be clear. For me, I really believe that we all kind of speak through an ego lens. Even when we channel as channelers, we are channeling the divine through our own ego. Our ego is the little I. It is our sense of self in this world. A lot of people will say that it's bad. I don't believe that it is. It's needed to exist on planet Earth. So we all kind of speak through this ego lens, but I don't mean it in that way. Because for those of us who actually go inward and understand these spiritual concepts, not just read them, cognize them, and then spew them out or regurgitate them, thinking that we actually know something, which granted, knowledge is important and you likely do know something. But there is another level to knowing when we really are committed when we do the work. I once heard the term armchair magicians from Damien Eccles, who talks about people who will read all this esoteric knowledge, but they're not actually doing the practices to bring it into their life, to understand it in the way that the soul understands things. We can cognize things all we want, but our brains, our rationality, our logic, our thinking mind, our thought body cannot go to the same places that our soul can go. And as a matter of fact, it will block us off from having our own wisdom come online. And I learned this very on, and because of that, I actually avoided, there was a lot of reasons for that, but I avoided reading books because I wanted my experience to be uniquely mine and not built upon the ideas of people who came before me. I read now. I think there's a lot of things that we can go within and learn that we can fast track by reading the book. But the point of this is that there are a lot of armchair spiritualists out there who will give you good knowledge, who will point you in good directions, but who are skewed by their own thinking mind, by their own ego perception, because they haven't reached the depths of themselves. An example of this is blatant hatred of humanity. Yeah, people are shitty, they do shitty things, but when we do the work and we go within, it becomes pretty damn clear that people are fucking wounded, and a lot of things click into perspective because of this. So yeah, people do shitty things, they do shitty things from a wounded place, and now we can understand from an inward perspective of why they do shitty things. So we're not sitting there talking about how all people are shit and humanity needs to die and let's burn down the fucking earth. No, let's throw them fucking pearls before the swine. Don't force them to pick it up, but lead them. Let them be, let them come to it when they're ready. And awaken the fucking whole of the earth. Let's not burn it down. You're talking about burning down the earth, you're part of the fucking problem. Because your view of the future, your perspective is one of destruction. It is not one of healing. And any healer knows that to create a new world, we first must destroy. You cannot create without destruction. But there there's a difference between low-level, dense human destruction and divine, high-level destruction for a cause. And I think because so many of these armchair spiritualists are out there and they're handing out knowledge and pretending they are enlightened, not knowing that enlightenment is a path we walk and it's an inward journey, it is more important now than ever to be able to discern who is actually speaking from a place of soul, of divinity, and who is speaking through, I haven't done any work, I'm still fucking wounded and full of hate for the world. It's important to discern who is truly on a path and who presents a path. That's it. And who presents a path but doesn't actually walk it. And it is so important because if we are following the people who are just presenting the path and not actually walking it, then we're following the wrong vibration. As a matter of fact, we should not even be following those who actually walk a path. We should be taking the advice of the people who are walking their own path, who are actually walking the path, and forging our own paths. Because most of the people, no, every person who is genuinely on a spiritual path will tell you that you are your own operant authority. You are your own operant power. You create your world. You forge your own path. Nobody else is going to forge it for you. So when somebody's like, hey, look at all this book knowledge I have. Like, here, I want to give it to you because I want you to know the truth. And I want to present you with this truth. I want to give it to you. I want to present you with this truth. This is a hard one to talk about because my ego is having trouble translating the energy into words for you to wrap your mind around. There are people out there who present a spiritual path purely because they want other people to think they're enlightened, not because they are interested in walking a path to enlightenment, not because they're interested in creating a better world for generations to come, which, in the state of our current world, might actually mean destroying it, but destroying it for a fucking cause. Not destroying it as a whole, as in destroying humanity, but destroying the systems that keep us oppressed. And these are the people, the armchairs, that would build a new system, not in alignment. When we walk a spiritual path, truly walk it, not just read about it and try to process the information through the mind, which a lot of it can be surface level processed, but cannot be actually known or tapped into until we know and tap into ourselves. They don't care about you. They just care about, here's my truth, here's the truth, let me hand it to you, and if you don't like what I'm saying, if you're triggered, it's not because you're human and you're not there yet, it's because you're fucking stupid. Which I think really fucking points the way to that discernment piece, to who's actually enlightened or not, or who's actually on the path not enlightened, because enlightenment is a path, but who's actually on the path versus who's not. Because those who walk the path see that not everybody is meant to awaken. Some of us are just not meant to awaken yet. Some of us not in this lifetime. But no matter where you are on your path, you're still a fucking human being. You still deserved a better shot at life and a better path than you're walking through suffering. I don't know. Like I said, I'm having trouble translating this one, as is evident through the stumbling over my words, but I don't know if you'll see that. Maybe I'll leave it in. Maybe not. I don't fucking know. I do like to leave my humanness in these videos because I think it's telling. I think it's honest and authentic. And that is what I'm all about. And I want you and everybody else on this earth to live in their honest, authentic expression of soul. And if that means you're triggered by something I say, I'm not going to tell you you're fucking stupid. I'm going to say, well, our triggers heal us. So if you are ready, maybe deep in there, maybe go there. Don't avoid it. Don't run away from it. Don't say, oh, I'm triggered. No, go to it and ask it what it's showing you, what it wants to show you. And that is how we grow. That is how we learn. The more I get down this path, right, the more I get triggered by the masqueraders, by the people who say, look at this. This means I'm enlightened, but just has very obviously not done the work, because there are so many people out there who are longing for more, who don't have that discernment, which we have to go within and reclaim, because we are not taught discernment in this fucking life. We're just not. Who don't have that discernment piece, and who are following, who are going the wrong way. And I don't want to see anybody walking somebody else's path. I want to see everybody walking their own path, their own truth, their own soul, because I know how much better our lives can get just inwardly, how much better our minds can become, how much easier it is to deal with mental illness, how for me personally, I know how a cold, dead, black fucking heart that would have spat in your fucking face can open and let love trickle in again. And maybe not even trickle. Well, maybe it's a trickle at first. It was for me. But then start to pour, and then eventually to flood. It is possible. Nobody in this world is condemned or fucking damned. We just have to be able to actually go with it. That knowledge is great. It's great to have, but it is absolutely fucking useless if you're not doing the practices. That being said, I have started again recording and offering something close to my heart. My face will not be in it. I will not promote it. Maybe I will. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to let it be found by the people who need to find it, because it's literally not about me. It is me handing you tools for your empowerment, and that's what I believe in. I don't think you're stupid. I think maybe you're lost and suffering, and life hasn't been easy or kind to you, but I know without a single doubt in my soul that you can reclaim your soul. Even if you think you sold it, you can reclaim it. It's yours. That's it. You have a lovely, wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye.